Hello and what is up, my friends? It is Thunderbob here, and tonight we are checking out Alan Wake 2 from Remedy. I am a big fan of Alan Wake, and pretty much every game Remedy has ever released. Alan Wake, Max Payne, Control, even Quantum Break. Not perfect, but I still enjoyed it. They have a really cool cinematic aspect to all of their games. Sometimes the gameplay, like the original Alan Wake, and I actually have posted a video last week about this. I really love the story, the presentation, the way it's told. The gameplay, though, lacks a little bit. I think they fixed that a lot with Quantum Break and Control, and they've progressed from there. And I'm super excited to check this out. So we're going to jump in. I was at Disney for the last 5 days or so, and I'm literally jumping into this for the first time on Wednesday, November 1st, so like a week after release. So hardly everyone has already played this, reviewed it, released, whatever. But I'm gonna probably just do like the first hour or so of the game. I did jump in and just played for like 2 minutes just to mess around with the settings to kind of get the best quality I can while maintaining a decent performance level. And I'll show you what I've done here. I'm running at 3440 by 1440. I'm trying balanced for the moment. I may bump this up to quality if I can maintain a good resolution. If you do have a card that supports DLSS, I would strongly suggest using it. I'm running a 3080, so I don't have frame generation available. I would love a 4000 series. That's probably my next upgrade, maybe next year. Going down here, I defaulted it to medium and then just played around just a little bit. I may bump this up or down depending on how the later areas perform, but at the beginning I was getting pretty close to 60 FPS. I did turn ray tracing on by default. This is off, so I turned it on with the reconstruction, though I have path traced lighting off. This is really demanding from my experience in other games, so I didn't even bother with it. I think a 3080, I'm limited to 10 gigabytes of video RAM, and I'm afraid that running the path tracing will probably be too demanding for my 3080 and my 10700K. But we're going to go ahead and just start a new game here. I'm going to start on the normal level, and let's get started.
Back to the beginning. We all come to a story with hopes and expectations, looking for an answer. Sometimes it would be better to live with that hope without ever knowing the full story. In a horror story, there are only victims and monsters. And the trick is not to end up as either. But trapped by the genre, we are all ripped to pieces along the way. This is not the story I hoped it would be. This is not the ending I wanted. This story will eat us alive. This story is a monster. And monsters wear many faces.
Okay, I'm digging the beginning so far. Remedy's always been such a strong storyteller. That is man butt. Well, this video is not getting monetized. That's cool. I don't care. Not cutting it. All the way from Max Payne, they have been such strong storytellers. Like, you could tell from literally the first game they ever put together. Like, they wanted to make movies that you could control. They wanted to make interactive movies. And they always had fun gameplay too, but I felt like the storytelling, the presentation, like, oh man, this looks so good. Their strong suit, I think, was always their cinematic storytelling. All the way back to their first games. And this does not look like Alan Wake, so I don't know who this is. Naked guy. Just gonna stop for just a second. I did kind of mess with the settings with this scene, trying to get 60 FPS, and I might even be able to bump up the settings a little bit, but I'm afraid later areas with more lighting and shadow is probably going to lower that FPS considerably, so. That is definitely the fastest, like, game start to Old Man Butt I've ever experienced. Okay. Spooky. Very spooky. I love the way all the Remedy's games kind of loosely connect together. Control and Alan Wake being the most obvious, but okay, I can sprint. But even like Quantum Break had like some Alan Wake stuff in it. Alan Wake is hinted at basically being the writer of Max Payne. I think they call him Alex Casey. Oh shit. But it's so clearly just a Max Payne stand-in, like they lost the rights or something. So in my mind, it's like Remedy is like, Alan Wake wrote Max Payne. Control takes place in the same universe. I think Quantum Break as well. It's like another FBC anomaly kind of thing. Can I go over the... I cannot. Ow! Is this one of those like events I cannot survive? They sound a little bit like the Shadow People from Alan Wake 1. But they seem much more lucid. That's a damn good title card. It reminds me of Cabin in the Woods, kind of.
Hey, kiddo. How are you?
I'm good, Mom. How are you?
This trip might take a little longer than I thought. I'm sorry I've been gone so much lately, Logan.
Oh my god, Mom, it's not your fault people get all murdery. What happened?
Just work stuff.
Right. Well, Dad and I are just watching the latest episode of Night Springs here. Mom, it's so good.
No spoilers! I'll let you get back to the show. You were supposed to wait and watch with me. I love you both.
This is what happens when you go on work trips, Mom. Love you too. And say hi to Casey. Tell him to stop brooding so much.
Logan?
Night Springs was the Twilight Zone-like show in the original Alan Wake you'd see on the TVs. And that is Sam Lake on the left there.
Logan thinks you should try cheering up.
Snarky kid. Wonder where she gets that from.
And that's the voice of Max Payne. Like the original.
It can't be a coincidence that another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Feels like the killer's leaving us a message.
I'm glad you're on this case with me, Anderson. It's right up your alley. You should take lead. Think of me as the backup.
Okay. Any words of advice?
Nothing that would cheer anyone up.
It's definitely got that Twin Peaks vibe, which Alan Wake also, I think, borrowed a lot from.
Cauldron Lake.
Time to get to work.
And Cauldron Lake was, of course, where Alan Wake 1 started. It's like where the cabin was that your wife disappears at.
A deputy was supposed to be here to show us to the crime scene. There's the car, so where's the deputy?
Eaten by a bear? I'll check out that map.
I love the presentation, like the way, like the not just the graphics, but like
Worth memorizing.
it all feels so
Swallowed
cinematic.
up by the trees.
The map displays key locations.
You're the one who wanted to switch.
I think I hear someone.
I'm not walking all the way back
Could
down.
be our deputy.
I can.
That's a lot more open world than I was expecting after Alan Wake 1. Like Alan Wake 1 is, there are wide open areas, but it's generally very linear, chapter by chapter. And that is totally Alan Wake. That's great. Just look at my performance. Yeah. So that opening scene, I was getting like 70, and I'm getting like 40. It's okay. I could probably live with 40 as long as it looks really nice. This is definitely the most demanding game, like, I think more so than Cyberpunk.
Hey, over here. Hey there, Agent Casey, right? Sheriff Breaker said
That's
you'd be
Alex
coming
Casey.
by to take over the case.
You're half right. Anderson?
So that is the guy Alan Wake wrote about, like, prior to the first game. That was like, he was famous for writing the Alex Casey mystery novels, which are basically stand-ins for Max Payne. That's basically Max Payne right there.
Saga Anderson. I'll be leading this case. Seems you already know my partner, Alex Casey.
Shoot. Sorry about that, ma'am. I'm Deputy Mulligan. I just figured that, you know, that, Federal agents right here, Thornton. My partner, Thornton, down at the crime scene. He's not what you call the sharpest axe in the shed.
Right here? What do you mean? Are they with you? Oh, shit! They didn't hear me, did they?
Were there any witnesses?
Yeah, a couple out-of-towners. I wonder what they were doing sneaking around the woods at night.
Mention the city folk. It's pretty suspicious.
Not that we have anything against city folk, right, Thornton? But don't worry. Sheriff Breaker took them back to town a while ago.
What can you tell us about the crime scene?
Tell them about the heart.
I was getting to that, Thornton. Well, we reckon there are some organs that are currently outside the victim's person when they should be, well, you know, inside.
I want to see the body. How do we get there?
Oh, sure, that's real simple. Just through the hole in the fence, down the hill towards the lake, around the old convenience store. You can't miss it. Everything's been closed since the area was fenced off. The store, the campground, all of it.
Hey, Mulligan, tell him I'm here, waiting. I'll show him around.
They got it, Thornton.
Thanks, bro. Are you coming with me, Max Payne?
Before we get to the crime scene, there's time to review the facts of the case so far. Make sure I'm seeing the clues clearly.
You can access the case board inside the mind place.
The Mind Place. My version of the Mind Palace technique. To sift through clues and work the case. Building the Mind Place again for each case. Using each field office as a model in my head.
That's cool.
The facts are on the board. Everything we know about the previous murders. Worth taking another look.
The case board is a mental technique that allows Saga to analyze clues and progress the investigation. WASD. And I can zoom in and out. You're not free to navigate the case board, or leave by pressing escape. The Cauldron Lake murders. A series of murders occurred around the town of Bright Falls. Finding the connection will help. Slight differences in murders. Bloating only commonality in bodies, but not cause of death. Exposure to water post-mortem. Bruising on wrists and legs. Okay, so Q and E will cycle through. Ted Lane. Dentist stab wounds, bloating, bruising. Wendy Davis. Percy Wolf. These aren't like the dead people from the first game. This is like new murders, presumably. All bodies experienced bloating. The murder targets have no discernible common traits. Trust trauma resembles animal butchering techniques. Okay. Control is my goals. Get to the crime scene. Okay. And it's like, it's cool this is a physical place. This is in her head, but it's like represented. It reminds me, it's a different thing, but it reminds me a bit of Heavy Rain. And the detective had like those VR, AR goggles he'd put on, and it would be like, you could interact with pieces of a puzzle almost. Very different because this is, you know, in her head and everything. Okay, well, I think we're good to leave her
I
head.
see you're already hard at work, Anderson. Close to cracking it?
We're just getting started. Let's head down a hill to the crime scene.
Oh, visiting the mind place does not pause the game.
Fucking nature.
That's good to know. So that is so cool. I hit tab. I'm in reality. I hit tab. I'm in my mind place. Like, when they talk about this generation adding in, you know, the very quick loading, that's one of like the things that comes to mind is like being able to press a button and I'm in a whole nother place. I'm running on an NVMe. I wonder how that works on a SSD or a traditional hard drive for that matter. That must mean that that area is like always loaded into memory too. I wonder if that's a performance hit. I want to see, like, can you go off the trail at all? It seems very on rails, at least at this beginning section. Oh, he's like, detective? Were you coming?
I'm gonna go check something out. Be right back.
Got it.
I bet I come back here with a key.
Hey, Casey. You putting me in charge. Why now?
Look, Anderson, you're a better detective than I am. You've cracked cases that had the rest of us baffled. I don't want to slow you down.
Are you thinking of retiring? You know what happens to cops who say this is their last case.
Real funny, Anderson.
It's a very pretty game.
Stairs are out. You okay to jump down?
I'm not that old.
And even with the ray tracing on low, it looks very nice. Even at the balanced DLSS settings, it's all very clear, clean. Mirror Peak, the iconic landmark overlooking Cauldron Lake. And I'm using mouse and keyboard here. I don't think this is one I'm going to be attempting to play in the Steam Deck. I think I've read like it's technically possible to get it booted, but this is the kind of cinematic, like graphical powerhouse game that I have a PC for. Like I'm not going to be trying to play this on a little 7-inch screen.
Not a bad place to get murdered.
As much as I do love the
Getting
Steam
back
Deck.
to nature is your thing.
So again, it's like night and day having
Damn. Should have brought an umbrella.
just played
The only
Alan Wake
thing around
1.
here that feels like home.
You think the local law had the sense to put up a tarp?
If they did, next coffee's on me.
And now, you know, a week or two later, I'm playing Alan Wake 2, and it's a 10-year gap in these games. Like almost 15-year gap. I think the first one was 2012? Alright, 11 years.
How much clearer can I make it, Mulligan?
It does, like, man. It's very pretty.
Hey!
Deputy Thornton, I take it.
That's me, at your service, ready to get this case solved. Now the body's behind the store. Come on, I'll show you. So, FBI, huh? That's so cool. Hunting down psycho serial killers and shootouts with the mob.
You forgot the UFO cover-ups.
What? Those are real? You guys hiring?
Let's just see this body, shall we?
Talking about the mob reminds me of Max Payne for sure.
Now this is the scene of the crime. We found him on the table. And we didn't touch nothing, you know, procedures and stuff.
Thanks, Deputy.
No tarp. You owe me a coffee.
Okay, let's start by examining our guest of honor. Does this fit the MO of the previous murders? Step 1. Examine the corpse.
I mean, what was the... Bruising on the wrists and legs, deep gash in the chest. All bodies experienced bloating.
Wanna start by inspecting the body yet?
Body is positioned on the table. Ritualistic.
Okay. See, allow Saga to see the active clues. The key images can be selected and placed on the caseboard.
Another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Coincidence? The killer left the heart right next to the body. Bruising on the wrist from the cargo straps holding him down. Incised stab wound. Chest cut open. Heart removed.
But no bloating.
Heart removed from chest, strapped by the wrists. Definitely matches the previous murders. But this time the heart and the straps were left behind. More clues to work with.
They
This
got
makes
interrupted.
4 murders that we know about.
Learn more about the victim, learn more about the killer. It's definitely like a more thorough detective system
victim?
than I was expecting.
Who killed him? Need to find more clues. Large amount of blood on the table. The victim died here. Multiple people were here. Multiple killers? Someone was drinking beer. They spent time here, waiting. Someone left in a hurry. Knocked the tripod over. Was it for a camera?
I would guess so.
Any idea who the victim is?
Oh, I sure do. His name is Nightingale. He was FBI. He came to town about 13 years ago.
Oh, he was in the first
I
one.
haven't heard a word about him since. Well, until now.
Nightingale. Robert Nightingale?
Oh, yes. You probably knew him. Brothers in arms. Oh, and sisters.
Is that a character in Max Payne?
So you knew our victim.
Well, I didn't recognize him in his current state. But yeah, I ran into him a few times at Quantico. Never worked any cases together. After his partner got killed in the field, he went off the deep end. Got the boot pretty quick after that.
So what happened to Nightingale after the Bureau let him go?
I only know the rumors. Depression led to booze, booze led to paranoia. He got some wild ideas in his head, chased ghosts until he fell off the map. Guess he ended up here.
I bet there's more to that story.
But no happy ending.
Nightingale went missing 13 years ago. 2010.
The same as all the other victims.
Certainly fits the pattern. Makes me wonder what was going on that year.
Probably something this town wants to forget.
I think that's everything. For now, at least.
Mm-hmm. Anything clicking yet?
Not sure. Need to think about it.
I think it wants me to put this all together before we move. Okay. The killers. So we know there's multiple footprints.
That's not right.
I feel like I should be able to put that with the victim. Oh, wait. There it goes.
No. Boot prints, indicating multiple killers. Quite the party. Robert Nightingale, ex-FBI, came to Bright Falls 13 years ago.
I wonder if you
They planned
can
for
change the
murder to
order of this
happen
stuff,
here.
or it's all pretty set.
Passing the time with equipment ready. They were waiting for him. But why Nightingale? He's been missing for 13 years. Why here? Why now? Profiling. Get into the subject's head. See what they saw. feel what they felt. Use whatever I know about them to guide my intuition to a revelation. Piece it together. Nightingale was chosen as the victim. Why?
Like the switch, it goes click. Lights are off. But somebody's home. Somebody's home.
This wasn't some random act of violence. This was a ritual. And Nightingale a component. They didn't see him as a person. More like a container for something. Agent Nightingale has been MIA for 13 years. How did he end up here?
Up from the lake that's not a lake. It's dark. He was there too. You are not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise.
Robert Nightingale came from the lake before his murder.
Curious.
This mug always cheers me up.
Do I need to do anything else? Investigate the appearance and profile of the victim. So am I still...
Nightingale was chosen as the victim. Why?
Like the switch.
Okay, so I already went through those two things. It's nice that you can just cycle through these things, so you don't necessarily have to run around each time. I wonder if you unlock more as you progress, more ways to interact.
Up from the lake that's not a lake. It's dark.
It's a really clever way to
The lake is connected to Nightingale.
make you piece
somehow.
everything together.
Casey, let's take a look down by the lake. Lead the way.
Sounds good. This way, right?
Right.
Well, okay. Well, I'll just wait here.
My performance is low enough that I may end up going adjusting some settings. Like
I'll be back in a second.
Roger.
I really prefer not to go below 60 FPS on the PC. On the Steam Deck, I'll go to 30 or 40 depending on the game. But on PC, I don't know. I prefer it to be smooth.
This one of your hunches, Anderson? Did something happen at the lake?
I think Nightingale came up from that direction. From the lake. Probably looking for shelter. Safety. They were waiting for him.
When you're ready, I'd love to hear what you put together so far.
Sure. It's not that complicated. Nightingale was out in the woods alone at night, possibly nude. The killers knew he was here, ambushed him, dragged him to the campgrounds, strapped him to the table, cut his heart out. But then they were interrupted by those witnesses, the Bookers. The job is unfinished.
That seems pretty complicated to me. What was this guy doing skinny dipping at this time of year?
Should I go explore over
I
here?
think I saw something. It'll only take a minute.
I'll wait here.
Witch's Hut. Here lived the Witch of Cauldron Lake. Beware, her spirit may still haunt this place. I'm trying to think about at the ending of Alan Wake in the DLC. Like, Alan's still trapped in that other place even after American Nightmare and all the DLC and everything. But what he was writing was what was happening, basically. wonder if I can fall in. Doesn't seem like it. Okay. Oh, there's like a bridge over here. Like, I don't know if I should be exploring any of this. Friday. Midge told me today that her family's moving away. This sucks. I haven't even told her that I like her yet. What's the point anymore? She said her parents want to get better jobs and get her to a better school in a big city. I guess that's fair. She wants to stay in Bright fucking Falls Sunday. So I told her. She said thanks. Kill me. I snuck out last night again, went to the big house by the lake instead of just watching it from here like I always do, instead of just sitting around like I always do. Screw that. Anyway, something weird is going on down there. I'm going to find out. Going to go back there tomorrow with better gear. I bet I can find a way inside the building, take some photos. It's going to be epic. So I wonder if those are the people that found the ritual. Got some of those batteries. If this is anything like the first game.
Is that a kid's lunchbox? An Alex Casey movie lunchbox. Casey hates the endless jokes about coincidentally having the same name as a fake detective.
He hates those cheesy crime books.
So they're
But he really
acknowledging
hates the movies.
Alan is watching over us. So they're acknowledging that Alex Casey, your character's partner. Mind fragments can be used to upgrade weapons. Cool, I found something, an upgrade. Acknowledging that Alex Casey's name is the same as Alan Wake's character, but they're different people. I feel there's more to it than that. Wow, it takes 12 to upgrade at a minimum. Another headshot. Land 2 headshots in quick succession to stun. Increase the magazine size. It's a big increase though. Hold fire button to activate auto fire. So there must be a lot of collectibles to find. Point of interest. It's just kind of curious if it, you know, like in the later Resident Evil games, when you cleared a spot, like it would change colors or have some kind of indicator that you're done with that area.
Welcome back, Anderson.
Mr. Anderson. Man, I hope you have more sprint ability
No trees got that big.
than the first game. That was like one of the biggest downfalls.
You need to get out more. A witch with no heart. A strange echo of Al murder. There's a piece of paper on the ground. Tracks. Barefoot. Nightingales? They come out from under the boulder.
Makes no sense.
Can I pick up the manuscript?
A page full of text on one side. Not a printout. Written with a typewriter. Old school. Lines scratched out and edits added with a pen.
Like a manuscript. Page of a story. The killer left a message.
It's for us. The text is about us. The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale. And then there was the page they found. The first step down into terrifying depths.
Reading
the words.
These words felt like a message.
Felt like a message.
Someone knew they were here. Someone playing a game with them. An invitation. How could they not accept?
Even if they knew it would end up hurting them.
So a Saga story.
Someone's been watching us.
Playing a sick game with us.
You were right. This is right up my alley. Nightingale came this way. Either he dropped this page, or the killers left it for us.
So is
I should crack all
Alan
nightingale about this
writing
page.
Saga's story? It kind of feels that way. Is that the implication here? I just bring up the map and it just like stopped for a second. Oh, I didn't even realize I had a flashlight button. How did I do that? Am I still following him through the water's edge? Southern Lake Shores over there. Or is he following me? So it was like blocked. That's where that tree was, right? There's the sign, there's the tree. But it looks like later you can go past there. And that's where I went up before. Why are we going back? Am I still following you?
Hey, you made it back. Good. I hope you didn't get stuck in any of those big puddles. Crazy flooding down there, huh? Just like I said.
We didn't actually get to the water. Okay, I can't interact with them. Do I need to go in my mind palace?
I think he came from the lake. But his tracks make no sense.
Where does the page come from?
Doesn't look right. Finding a Casey movie lunchbox out here can't be a coincidence. Another message?
It's almost like you're tracking the collectibles. That's interesting.
Nah.
Yeah. Interesting. What's the symbol on the bottom left? Alright, let's try this.
We found a page in the woods. A story about these events. What is Nightingale's role in this?
I carry his words close to my chest now. Inside, the awful truth. You must dig it out.
Something was put inside him. In his chest. I must find out what.
Could it be his heart? I can't interact with his body. Originally, they were saying to go by the water.
I'll look around. See you in a bit.
Take your time.
Is it possible to get any closer? Kind of like follow his trail all the way back. Doesn't seem like I can go further this way. There's the murder site.
Can't go any further. Water's too deep.
I feel like this is the way the guy came. And there was the tree. Yeah, I guess there's nothing over here. There was like a loop on the map. I don't know if I went all the way down here yet. So I'm gonna go back up and around. I explored the witch's hut. I'm probably only going to put maybe between 1 and 2 hours into this tonight. I had a really long couple of days. I just got back from Disney, which was a really fun experience with the daughter and the wife. But that could be so exhausting. We spent one day at each of the 4 Florida parks, Magic Kingdom, Animal Kingdom, Epcot, and Hollywood Studios. A little camp spot. Writing this down in case it happens again and I forget. I get that feeling again. It hit me suddenly at 1:15 after I finished my on the porch of the trailer. I got in a car and drove chasing it. Starry night, not much moon as expected. It led me past Bright Falls to Cauldron Lake. I tried to find the right spot, the right emotion, the right thought, the combination to have it all align. If I did, it would. It didn't. Not this time. Frustrated but relieved. I scanned the sky for the shape of the object. Nothing. But when I did blink repeatedly, I think I saw the afterimage of an octahedron. It faded fast. When I got back, ready to drive, I felt someone watching me. Here, but not there. It's him. I know it is. Does he know I'm getting close? I'm on the right track. I was right to come back to Bright Falls. Is he talking about Alan Wake? Like... Okay, got another fragment. Set it over here. Is this just for the collectibles and the upgrade system? This appears to be a dead end. Okay.
Hey, Casey. What's the Forest's favorite shape?
Please, Anderson. Just one case without the
A triangle.
I don't get it.
Yes, you do.
Did you get lost, Anderson?
I feel like I've got to... Okay, do lunchbox found near the... Okay.
Found all I can here. Time to properly examine the body. See what I can find inside.
It's kind of annoying that it's like you have to almost do it in the exact order they want you to before she'll like do the next kind of context sensitive.
Casey, I think something's been put inside Nightingale's body. Let's tell the deputies to get the body to the town morgue.
Okay.
Deputy, I want the body taken back to town for a proper examination ASAP.
Well, sure, but the coroner won't be back in town for another week after Deerfest.
Not a problem. I'll do it myself.
Oh, and Sheriff Breaker called to say he's got the bookers at the Oh Dear Diner in town. Oh, and I've got a key to the gate. It's a shortcut back to the parking lot just up the hill.
Thanks.
We're done here.
Let's get the car, drive to Bright Falls, and talk to these witnesses, the Bookers.
At the diner, right? I could use a cup of coffee.
Let's try that shortcut the deputy mentioned.
Sounds good.
So that just opened up that pathway. It's interesting that there's a question mark point of interest, but there wasn't one put there. Wait, does that mean I need just to explore? I went there and then that was the little campsite.
Seems like a nice town so far. Murders aside. Pretty woods. Cute lodge we got set up in. We should go for a hike if we get a chance.
Now you're just being mean, Anderson.
Deputies aren't exactly up to the task, but hopefully the sheriff will be more helpful.
Not a surprise about the deputies. Doubt they see much stuff this gruesome.
A radio tower thing.
Can't fit the clues all together yet. Heart removed, tripod, tracks leading to a dead end.
A tripod? For a camera? To record a snuff film?
Maybe. And why take out his heart just to throw it away?
To stuff in something for us to find.
That's the parking lot. I wonder if there's anything down these little... Need all those pages for upgrades.
I want to walk around for a minute.
You know where to find me.
Rarest wildlife. Way to climb on the fence was easy to climb over with the proper gear. What's a bird watcher? Sounds are getting closer. Saw some drunk guy staggering around the forest earlier, acting weird. Maybe drugs. Kept my distance. Should probably find another spot. Ain't that the truth?
I'm gonna go check something out. Be right back.
Got it.
Looks like there should be like a little path over here. But that's that path. Guess there's not another one. The exploration does feel more purposeful than the first game. The first game had like just these thermoses you could collect with really no reason to get them. Like it was just get all these thermoses. I think you get an achievement or something. It was kind of silly.
Here
And they
we
were way off the beaten path.
Let's drive back to town and meet the sheriff at the diner.
I kind of just want to like run and see what he does. Bye. Am I gonna hit like a... Yeah. She won't go any further.
This is not the right way.
I was
I
curious
have
how
a
they
place to
would
get back to.
how they would do that. So if you get too far like off the beaten path, she's just like, no man. I can't do this. I can't do this now.
I'll be back in a second.
Roger.
That guy's still just chilling there?
Thornton told me we're shipping the body out. We'll take care of that for you. Don't you worry about that. Yeah, proper police work. You can trust us like you can trust the,
So why was he just chilling there? That doesn't make sense.
Did you get lost, Anderson?
Yep.
I can't get that manuscript page out of my head. I've never seen killers reach out so directly before.
Damn impressive work so far. With your technique, these hunches were moving fast.
I wasn't sure about taking a case so far from home, but I'm thrilled to be here for this mystery.
Bright Fall.
Need to swing by the lodge to get anything from the field office?
No, I'm all set.
I'll park there anyway. I want to walk to the diner, get a feel for the town. The diner's just up the waterfront. Shouldn't keep the sheriff and our witnesses waiting.
I smell coffee.
Performance is a little bit better here, actually. I was kind of expecting the opposite, but maybe that forest is dense. What is this guy doing over here?
That concludes our debate on whether pets should be allowed at this year's bake sale. For those of you,
I'm gonna go check something out. Be right back.
Got it.
So in the first game, you are coming in by boat. I feel like this looks pretty similar to, at a distance, how like the dock and stuff look. And you just went into one restaurant and they were there, and then you went in your car and went to like the next area. Kind of cool to wander around. No one seems to want to talk to me though. Hello? Hello? It's like they're cardboard cutouts in a story. I wonder if that's like some plot point, or if it's just like they didn't program them. Could go either way. Like a one division kind of thing. They usually have some interesting kind of like meta storytelling methods.
So sleepy. Just a few more days.
The Palace Lodge.
Take care now.
Everyone's like acting so weird. The light coming in like both looks really cool, but also like when it goes certain directions, it almost like pixelates, for like from the DLSS or the reconstruction maybe. You get some weird, like when I move here, like, oh, I don't know if that's gonna come out in the video, but it's like super shimmery and looks terrible. Like the reflection on that wood back there. But up close it's fine. Something about the way the, yeah, like right there. It suddenly has like a really shiny, like, almost looks like that's bugged or something.
I'll be back in a second.
Roger.
Is this their board about the murders? It's a fairly big,
I can't get through this.
like, realized space. Just interesting, all these characters seem so lifeless. Well, not lifeless. They seem very often stilted, which could be purposeful.
Hi.
How big is this area? Great Falls undiscovered map.
Just how much coffee have you had today, Charlie? Don't know, don't care.
Are you gonna follow me around?
How much have you had? Not enough. That's how much. Never enough coffee.
Not to toot my own horn, but I am pretty darn sure my I mean our float, will be the belle of the ball at this year's Deer Fest. Just a few more days.
It's a nice looking float for sure.
This is my first Deer Fest, so I don't know what to expect.
Oh, dear. You.
Take care.
I really just want to like wander around and go off the beaten path. It really feels
I
like
think I saw something. It'll only take a minute.
I'll wait
like
here.
they want you to follow him to not break anything. It's just like I can't. There's no map. I want to know how big this space is. Very well detailed little town, though. Reminds me of The Last of Us to some degree. Like how that was quasi open world, but it was more like smaller connected zones. But it felt like each zone, the density of things you could interact with and touch and pick up, and you know, like that was very, very cool.
Who else to protect its citizens from the dangers of unsanitary?
Did you get lost, Anderson?
Let me guess. The FBI. Welcome to Bright Falls.
That's
It's nice to have you here. I got you both some coffee.
the actor
it's
from Quantum
Washington's
Break.
finest.
Nice to meet you, Sheriff. I'm set for coffee.
You know, I wouldn't say no to another.
I'm Agent Saga Anderson. This is Agent Alex Casey.
Tim Breaker. And let me just say, I'm happy you two are here. Frankly, we could use the help.
It's also Iceman from the X-Men movies.
Your deputies said you had a couple of witnesses here.
They made them sound like suspects.
Mulligan and Thornton are still on about that? No, the Bookers don't strike me as the murdering type, but you can decide for yourselves. They're just inside having coffee and pie to calm their nerves.
I'll see what they have to say. Casey, you compare notes with the sheriff.
Take your time.
Bye.
We've looked through the case files you sent over, Sheriff. Have you had many people?
But yeah, this
besides the known
is
victims
the
go missing?
diner from the first game, definitely.
But slow down ever since
If you look at
Colorado
a
was
video last week I posted, this section from the first game I have available if you want to compare.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Excuse me. I'm Agent Saga Anderson. Are you the Bookers?
That's us. I'm Tammy, and he's Ed.
Hello, officer.
Just Saga is fine, Ed.
So, are we being charged with anything? Because if not, we'd love to get back to our hotel and decompress after what we saw. Take a bath, scream into pillows, that kind of thing.
We're not charging you. I just have a few questions. Nothing to stress about, okay? What were you doing at Cauldron Lake last night?
I'm a writer. True crime. We're here from New York, doing some research on a famous novelist, Alan Wake, who went missing here. I was down at the lake, getting some details. Perfectly legal.
So what did you see in the woods?
This naked dude came out of the lake, and he was acting crazy, shouting weird shit at us. He must have been on something.
Unless skinny dipping at dawn is a thing around here.
Then we heard shooting. We ran into these psychos in deer masks. They were tearing into the naked guy with knives, like some kind of satanic cult. And then we bolted and called the cops.
What makes you say it was a cult?
The masks and knives aren't enough.
They were shouting, "Cult of the tree. The cult of the tree." Cult
I mean, that's
of the
very
tree."
specific to cult.
And then we found out. The whole thing was terrifying. That's all.
What did you find? They're hiding something.
Good to see you.
This is like the first hall where he ran into something weird.
This is a part of the job. Can't dwell on it too much.
Yeah, I got the map. So I am over here. There's a manor, a wellness center, sheriff station.
force it open.
It's interesting. It's a much, can I use that? No. More subdued, intro than the first game, I would say. There's some weird lighting stuff going on when I, like, move the camera certain directions. Like, the first game, you were shooting stuff, like, in the first 30 seconds.
Hey there, Mr. Deer. You remind me of a dream I had.
But this one, I'm, what, an hour in, and I haven't picked up my gun once. Not that that's a bad thing. I like a slow burn sometimes.
Keep it down, Ed. You know how touchy these rural types can be.
When I cycle back and forth, like, you can see the low res textures there. And I've got memory to spare. Do I have any more? They would probably be...
We're dealing with an organized group of killers, not a lone serial. The cult of the tree is behind these murders. This case just became much more complicated. I'll need to start a new file. But it's my first cult case. Exciting. I need to know more about the cult of the tree if I'm going to shut them down.
Definitely an interesting mechanic.
Hey, how you doing?
You can go ahead, Anderson. We'll be here.
Is there more witnesses?
I can't believe that happened. Still feel like I'm getting sick.
Come on, Ed. Have some pie. I'll take your mind off things.
Doesn't seem like I can interact with anyone.
Hello.
Maybe I need to do the... profiling.
The cult of the tree. What aren't the Bookers telling me?
I found their necklace. The symbol is 2 triangles.
The cult wants their spruce tree back, Tammy.
Finders keepers, Ed. My publisher will want this on the cover.
Tammy found something. A necklace belonging to one of the cultists.
So is she psychic?
The Bookers were at Cauldron Lake. Why?
The fence was built to hide what's there. They say the rider fell in the lake.
Private party. No trespassing.
My book has questions. Past the bolt cutters.
They broke in for the sake of Tammy's book. Nothing to do with the murder. They were telling the truth. So you found something there, right? A necklace these cultists may have dropped.
Okay. Wow. How did you put that together?
It's evidence. You need to hand it over.
Told you not to keep that thing to me.
Is that something from Control? I remember like the pyramid.
Thanks. This could prove to be helpful. Do me a favor. Stick around town for now in case we have any more questions.
Like we'd even dream of missing Deerfest.
Oh, God. Saga Anderson. As I live and breathe. I thought we'd never see you back here after that awful, awful thing happened to your baby girl. How are you? I'm sorry. Who are you? I don't know what you're talking about. It's me, silly. Rose. You know me. I don't think I do. And what horrible thing happened to my baby girl? She drowned. Your daughter. That's so weird you don't remember. How do you know I have a daughter? Oh, I know what this is. You're blocking out your traumatic memories. Happens on TV all the time. No. You're mistaking me for someone else. If you say so.
The way she emotes is like Uncanny Valley. Like her face almost like stretches too much. I don't know. I think Cyberpunk has better facial and like when people are talking, like the reflection on the glass there. That's very nice. I think Cyberpunk has better faces and animation for the characters. Not that this is bad, but
All set.
that's just another level.
My guys have Nightingale at the morgue if you're ready to go take a look.
Let's go. Well, Casey, I got a lead. Looks like we're dealing with a cult. The cult of the tree.
A murder cult. Fuck.
Have you heard of this cult of the tree, Sheriff?
Only the urban legend. If you're in the woods at night, the cult will get you. That sort of thing.
We're not gonna find out you're the Grand Wizard or something, are we?
I played some D&D back in the day. Wizard was always my favorite class.
Morning, Sheriff. Looks like you have some guests.
Ah, morning, Ted. Yeah, real important guests. Deerfest. Always draws a crowd, right?
Too true. More the merrier. Have a good one, Sheriff.
Wasn't Deerfest happening
Hey,
like
what
in
do
the
you know
original
about
game
that
too?
waitress from the diner?
Rose? Yeah, she's a bit of a space case. Always has been. Why? What'd she do now?
She kept saying that my daughter drowned. She even knew my name. It was all very weird.
Rose has a talent for saying the weirdest thing possible. But it's best not to take it personally.
Hey, boss. Corpse is downstairs ready to go.
Yep, in the morgue, all prepped.
I'd like to take a closer look as soon as possible. Lead the way, Sheriff.
Oh, this is the Bright Falls Sheriff Station. Anything you need, just let us know.
We appreciate the support, Sheriff.
I'll be right with you, sir.
Yep. Just here to pay my ticket. Whenever you're ready to take my money.
No, that's cool. I can cycle through the emails.
No speeding happening here, I see.
Sir, some patience, please.
See you around.
Whoa.
Agent?
Oh dear, I am a tourist, and it appears that I'm lost in the woods. If only had a tour guide also. It's bear season. Oh no, a bear. Help. Did somebody call for a tour guide? Oh, wow. Koskela Brothers Adventure Tours. Unforgettable tour experiences at affordable prices. That's right. I'm Ilmo Koskela, voted best coffee roaster / tour guide by Coffee World magazine. And I'm here to
That's amazing. I love that.
life.
I love all the live action stuff in their games.
I've heard the government has seized and restricted access to many local nature attractions. That is true, Yanko. Many local attractions have recently become fenced off by the government. And that's why, at Koskela Brothers Adventure Tours, we say, fuck the government. We have bolt cutters. Oh, wow. You think of everything. And we'll take you anywhere. Hiking through the scenic Elderwood National Park.
I kind of love that.
Fishing in the crystal clear waters of Bright Falls Dam. Bird watching at majestic Mirror Peak.
It's like so low budget, but it's like purposefully low budget.
Just one phone call away. Book now to get a 9% discount on this limited edition Oh Dear Diner coffee thermos.
That's funny. I hope there's Night Springs episodes in this game. But they really excel at the live action stuff. Like,
So we
Control
show
has some
more
really
video
amazing
next
stuff
door.
too.
It's a shoestring budget. I guess you guys don't have that problem though. Our only coroner rotates between a few other towns and he's away this week, but you can handle this, right?
I'm qualified to perform examinations. Yes.
Oh, am I gonna cut someone up? Let's just check performance in this kind of dark area.
They always cheer me
Be
up.
close to 60.
I can't say I feel the same.
He's joking.
Mighty walketh a long way. Very dark.
Okay. Let's take a look at our patient. I'll start with the external inspection before performing the internal
Yep,
examination.
that's still the penis.
What was the cause of death? What
Probably
other clues can the body give me?
his heart being removed.
The body shows signs of being submerged in water post-mortem.
But how?
It doesn't add up. This looks like text. A tattoo?
Nightingale didn't strike me as a tattoo guy. Defensive wounds. He put up a fight.
Aha. They did leave something inside his chest. There's writing on here. Can't make it out.
Writing? How'd they manage that?
What if they didn't? It was already on his heart.
That concludes our debate on
It's a
whether
radio.
pets should be allowed.
Oh, you could rewatch all of the videos. That's cool. I love that. Okay. So now we're back to this murder.
Time to see what Nightingale's body can tell us.
There's stuff to learn, I'm sure.
Chest wound is cause of death, but the corpse is bloated, waterlogged. Doesn't add up. Huh. There's definitely something in his chest.
Well,
Did the
let's-
killers leave it there?
It's good to get out. This is definitely the most penis I've ever had in a video. Sorry.
same type of page we found at Cauldron Lake.
Nightingale hunted Saga. Didn't see her. The Taken could not see into bright light. Light hurt them, made them vulnerable. Nightingale had no heart, but here he was, killing.
Someone's created a fucked up fantasy about us.
Hey, hold on. We found these kinds of pages. I didn't think they were relevant to this case. I have them right here. No, wait.
Sheriff?
What the hell? Show me the clicker.
Okay, that escalated quickly.
Didn't see her. Could not see into bright light.
I'll make you pay.
That's creepy.
He's coming. No weapon. The page is set to get into the light.
So they're making it almost like the light is almost like a stealth mechanic.
He can't see me in the light.
In the original, it was like
Gotta get it back.
the light actually hurt them. If you leave or attack or see if even long combat, it'll check with unavailable.
Go!
Okay, you can aim by holding.
Vanished.
What happened to the sheriff, too? He just, like, disappeared from reality, and he saw something, and he was like, wait. I'm definitely intrigued. And are they doing the same thing as the first game, where each chapter ends in, like, a song and, like an end of an episode kind of deal? It's definitely a slower paced, more introspective kind of experience. The first game definitely was more action. I definitely dug it though. It took longer to get started, but I feel like it's kind of like the Jaws kind of thing, where you don't see Jaws much, but when you do, it's more meaningful. So like giving you more time before the action starts, like, makes it more meaningful. the creepy imagery is really, it's cool. And I'm pretty sure all this music was created for the game. Like, this isn't existing. The first game, I think, took some existing songs, but also had some custom stuff from, like, Poets of the Fall. I think I might be ending it. I kind of really wanted to get to Alan Wake's section, but this video is probably long enough as it is. If I do play through this, I'll probably do a review, or at least kind of a combination of all my thoughts at some point. I'm kind of just vibing on this music right now. It kind of does lean into the way, like, Control told its story to some extent.
He didn't have a heart, but he still got up. The page predicted all of it. It helped me fight him.
He just disappeared? What the hell is going on here?
We need to figure that out if we're going to do anything about it. Somehow we need to make sense of this. There's no rational explanation to what we just saw.
I'd love to blame this on mass hallucination caused by inhaling volcanic gas, but we both know that's bullshit. This was supernatural.
Well, I'm glad you were the one to say it. Now we can figure out a way forward. Right before things got crazy, Sheriff Breaker just vanished.
Maybe the sheriff knew more than he was letting on.
He seemed anxious, like he dreaded what was coming. One more mystery. The victim of a ritualistic murder turns into a monster. Is there a connection?
Looks to me like the cult of the tree is performing rituals to create monsters.
Maybe. We need to start with learning this cult's goal, their purpose.
There's one of the pages on the floor.
Saga was back at Cauldron Lake. Saga had to pursue Nightingale into the overlap. Finding a way in would be difficult. A ritual. Saga would learn how. Stop the monster.
That's kind of... You can just come in here and read all the pages you found so far.
A dead man turned into a monster. Light as a way to fight him. Pages predicting the future. There's no rational explanation. This is the case we must solve.
Oh, and then you can come here and you can listen to your song from the chapter again. That's cool.
The page places Nightingale back at Cauldron Lake. Calls him a Taken. We need to head over there, stop him, before anyone else gets hurt.
Okay.
I think the graphics here are slightly better than Cyberpunk. Like look at the hair tech there. That's crazy. And like the jacket, the detail and everything, the world, the objects in it. I think the animation is better. Like, I'm thinking about, like, before you do a mission and you're all sitting at the table and talking and everyone's moving around and emoting and their face has that, like, very mo-capped, like, you know, you got twitches and eye movements and, like, all that. And I feel like that's not as much here.
Did you get spooked by the bodies?
Sheriff Breaker disappeared. Nightingale turned into some sort of a monster, and there are offices down. You two handle things here. We need to get back to Cauldron Lake immediately.
Fuck me. That's terrible. We'll do what we can, man.
They're just gonna let us go with the sheriff missing from a locked room.
But that's crazy, right, Thornton? Nightingale's heart was missing. How could he do anything? He's dead.
Yeah, right. Well, that's all crazy talk.
Maybe I'll play just a couple more minutes. This first session, maybe I'll go to 2 hours.
Like poof, he's gone like magic. Magic's not real.
No, Thornton. Monsters aren't real, and magic's definitely not real.
I love their banter. It definitely feels way more on rails, though. Like when I first started this area and I was kind of wandering around the town, seemingly out of order from what it wanted me to do. Like, everyone was very static and motionless and wasn't talking. Like, it definitely wants me to do things in a very, very particular order.
My client has been held here long enough. Are you gonna let me speak to them or not?
Just a moment, ma'am. Someone will be right with you.
How many times do we have to do this, Walter? Huh? I'm at my wit's end.
I want out. Something bad's going down. I can feel it. Let me out.
Do you think I like throwing you in jail every other day? No, I don't.
It's not opening.
Is that a clue? Someone stealing the toilet paper. It'd be great if there's like another clue board that was like, find out who stole the toilet paper.
Dangerous. We need to be prepared in case things escalate more than they already have. Can you call it in, Casey?
A smart choice, Anderson. Yeah, Agent Casey here. Yeah. We need backup. The Bright Falls case. Whoever you can spare.
So it looks like that area is still blocked off. Point of interest, but the locked door. Door item, bolt cutters. So like I could go in and I have new dialogue choices? Is that what that seems to imply? We gotta go check that out before we leave. Can I just... Yeah, I can't just like... Oh, that wasn't our car anyways. I was complimenting that it seemed like you could sprint for an unlimited amount of time, but your sprint is kind of slow as hell still.
Hello. How are you?
Good. Good.
Yako, we're going to a cool guy's house to drink some brewskis.
So,
Are you
Rose,
coming?
help me out.
No,
How do you think
Ilmo.
we know each other?
I'm very busy
We
wearing
all
a
know each other
turtleneck
around here.
and drinking wine.
It's been a while, but I
Fucking
never
asshole.
forget a face.
Oh dear.
Or a
I
coffee
know what
order.
Yako
Guess I just have one of those
Here to the
faces.
rescue.
Seen anything out of the ordinary in
Your
town
inner
lately?
Wolverine with
Suspicious people in deer masks?
No one's suspicious. But soon enough, there'll be lots of happy people wearing deer masks for Deer Fest.
Thanks, my beer.
Practically everyone will be wearing one.
Good to know.
And we drink it the Finnish way.
I didn't notice who was talking. It's on the
At the
TV.
bar while actively avoiding small talk with strangers. getting blackout drunk on a boat during midsummer, and trying not to drown. In the sauna, using your beer can to hide your pippeli from wandering eyes. Partaking in the finished...
So now, is that... It still shows a new conversation I can have.
if it's intentional. Alma beer, your finished drinking adventure starts here.
No one wants to talk though.
Good afternoon.
Made it in the bathroom.
I need something to force this open.
It's weird that it says like there's a new dialogue, but I can't seem to interact with anyone. What's the sign read? Oh, that's a sign. Go forward. What if it's gonna turn me around? Let's see. How far is it? Yeah, but if I just walk to the end of this road, it's gonna be like, oh no, I'm going too far. Yep.
Come on, Saga. Time to get back to work.
They kind of give the illusion that it's a bigger space than it is. It's a pretty finite area. Alright, let's go check in with Casey, see what he was up to. That's some damn fine looking water.
I'll look around. See you in a bit.
Take your time. I've been working on this float for a month straight. If it rains, I am gonna lose it. Ruin all the paper mache. Hello.
Did you check out the town, Anderson?
Just getting my bearings. Ready to go?
Waiting on you.
Rinse and repeat. Clock out, get a beer.
Did I check out this building? Was it open before?
So what's good here?
Yeah, it
Nice
was.
Restaurants? I'm a bit of a foodie. Well,
I remember seeing a clip that had the janitor from Control doing like karaoke in a bar. I was kind of expecting to see him, but I haven't yet. Auti, I think was his name. He's an interesting character. It's kind of implied that he is some kind of like custodian or god or something.
Come clean, Anderson. I know why Nightingale was here 13 years ago. He was chasing a writer, Alan Wake.
Tammy mentioned him. She's writing a book on his disappearance.
You know the detective character from his books, Alex Casey.
Yeah, I've heard the jokes at the office. Cold case Casey. Murder case Casey. Sorry.
Ha. It's the same name, similar job. It's the first thing anyone thinks of. It annoyed me, but that was it. Then, 10 years ago, I started getting strange letters in the mail. Fragments of prose describing murders. You've heard the stories about what happened in New York. Some of it, at least. Bodies started to pile up. It was a murder cult. Turns out the fragments sent to me were from the crime books of Alan Wake. The cult was copycatting the murders from the books. In their heads, they were performing a ritual to bring Wake back. Their imagined prophet. After that case, I started looking into Wake's disappearance on the side.
And you thought this case might be connected to him? His name does keep popping up.
I just wanted you to have all the facts.
Next time, give them to me before we find ourselves in the middle of a horror story.
Yeah. Yeah, Max Payne.
The page says Nightingale's in something called an overlap. Need to figure out exactly what that means.
I'm happy I'm not in charge of this mess.
Coming out here at a different time of
Thanks.
day like completely changes
Let's start looking for Nightingale where he was killed.
the feeling and the vibe.
The writer of these pages knows what will happen. Because they're behind this, or because they can see what's coming. Impossible things are happening here. A world operating on different rules. I need to understand this strange logic. To see the clues. To solve the case.
Went from like 60 in that other area to 40 here. Definitely the dense foliage I think is killing my performance. I think I just jumped inside of his
I've been
body.
thinking more about the cult of the tree. What sort of cult refers to themselves as a cult?
In my experience, they don't.
Hey,
We're not seeing
hello
the full
there.
picture yet.
How are you folks doing?
Those restricted areas.
Hello,
Don't do it.
Saga Anderson. Are you two supposed to be here?
I'm Ilmo Koskela. Fantastic to meet you. And yes, Stephen here hired me to show him through the woods. He's in town on important government business. Fixing this impressive piece of hardware.
I work for the FBC, ma'am. I'm authorized to be here.
And I bet you two are here about that murder. Nasty stuff. How's it going?
Like the Federal Bureau of Control?
How did you hear about the murder, Ilmo? Do you know anything that could help us?
People tend to tell me things. The Koskela brothers are kind of a household name around here. Speaking of, if you're looking for some fun, stop by Watery. Just down the road from Bright Falls, there's our Coffee World amusement park. There's sauna ja vihta. And we offer a variety of guided tours, hunting, fishing, hiking, whatever strikes your fancy. You name it, we probably got it.
What is this thing?
It's just a monitoring station, ma'am. The Federal Bureau of Control checks volcanic activity and air toxicity levels. No need to worry, though. It's mostly for research purposes.
That's one gorgeous sweater, Saga. Looks Nordic. I bet a family member made it.
My mother made this sweater for me. How do you know?
I knew it. My mom used to knit those sweaters for me and my brother. Watery, my hometown, was founded by Finnish immigrants. So between your name and the sweater, I figured your family might be from Finland too. Suomi, Finland, Pulla, Karjalan piirakka.
Close. My mom's family is from Sweden originally. I don't know much about them beyond that. The sweater is just something to remember her by. Stephen, we're investigating a murder that occurred nearby. What can you tell me about your bureau?
Nothing that isn't classified, I'm afraid. But I don't know anything about a murder. Operations here are run by a different department. I'm just here to make some repairs. The wiring on this thing frays every couple months.
Yep, that's the raccoons. They grow real big here with teeth like you wouldn't believe. Can not run through a garbage can.
I remember
We're done for
in
now.
Control, like there's the Alan Wake DLC, and then there's also like, basically they imply that all the events at Bright Fall
Nothing.
was,
Just something that shouldn't be here. Raccoons, my ass.
was like one of the, you know, mysterious events that they monitor and kind of watch. So it's just like, I was expecting them to show up, but not like in the first hour. Clear signs of tampering. Signal was rerouted into transmitter that is not one of ours. I fixed it so alerts will come our way, but it's definitely concerning and make a report for the investigations department. Leaving this here in case I'm not the next person to fix this thing. If you're rating this, check for tampering. We want to put more secure metal casings around the whole thing so that raccoons can't. Who is breaking into their signal, I wonder?
Let's get to the murder site, Casey.
Curious.
A lot of things about this case keep bothering me. But one thing feels really off. Breaker's disappearance.
I don't get the feeling Nightingale was responsible.
He was about to give you more of those pages. Something didn't want us to have them? Or was protecting him from Nightingale? Spontaneous combustion? I don't know. Not the kind of disappearance we normally solve. Our crime scene's drowning. I never minded rain. Feels like home.
No sign of Nightingale. But the page did place him at Cauldron Lake, in an overlap. So how do we follow him there?
Maybe something around here will tell us.
We've seen this symbol before.
Good eye.
Bare feet. Nightingale. I'll see where these footprints lead. Can you comb through the crime scene one more time, KC? Just in case?
On it. If anything comes up, I'll radio you.
Did I go in this building before? I don't think I did.
A creepy twig sculpture? A locked box. Is that the cult of the tree symbol on it? Wonder what's inside.
Wash your
I should
hands.
take a look around for
Take
a
the
way to
chicken
open
out
this
of the
thing.
fridge. Taking a nap. So wash hands.
Rest easy, buddy.
It's got a very weird thing about stuffed animals. Like literally stuffed. They say the lake is a caldera, something formed by eruption of a volcano or the sinkhole it leaves in its wake. But what if it's not true? What if something else, something less natural and much more man-made? Say the lake's not formed, it's designed and it has a purpose. The lake is a hiding place. Beneath the calm surface lies secret machinery ready to be activated at the press of a button. And the people with the button, they're in that big house by the lake preparing. I know it. I'm very sleepy. I'm going to be ending this pretty soon. So wash hands. Take a nap. But there's not like any way to interact with it. Take chicken out of the fridge. Is there like a number or something on here? 60FF. Kind of thinking we'd get like a code here. And then take a nap, right? I don't see. Oh, okay. So, wash your hands, take the chicken out of the fridge, take a nap. So, what was the symbol over the sink? It's like a triangle, but they're like sideways. That looks like it. And then fridge. Fridge is like up and down. Nap is sideways. But they're like not touching. Okay.
Notes and ammo. Looks like they're tools of the trade.
Okay, so that was not like a story thing, but... Seems like there's a new conversation available at the... That's kind of confusing.
Hello, this is Agent Anderson and Agent Casey, FBI. We'd like to come in and ask a few questions pertaining to an investigation. Nice talking to you, too.
So there's an FBC research facility right here? That's curious. I wonder if we're gonna investigate that in this game. That'll be cool. I kind of expected some Control tie-in since Alan Wake clearly tied in with Control. But I was kind of thinking they'd be more subtle or like late in the game. That's cool though. I like the overlap and the connection between these games. I keep hearing like something off in the distance. It's very disconcerting. I think I'm going the wrong way. So FBC buzzer. You need to go back towards the water. So I'm gonna go up. And then this way, I think. Thought I saw something. The sound is getting creepy. That? I'm pretty sure was not blocked off before.
The tracks lead into the water. Where'd he go from here?
Oh.
I can feel something. A presence. Nightingale isn't far.
Getting some creepy vibes right now. This flooding has gotten worse, it seems. Oh, the tree.
What is that? These aren't the same tracks that were here before. They're headed into the tree, not out of it.
You can toggle flashlight boost to increase the damage and burn through.
My flashlight burned the dark stuff away. It was covering another page.
The fuse was in place. Saga stepped into the witch's hut. Inside, a bright light. There were objects that stood out to Saga, as if the light had manifested them.
The witch's hut. Okay. I trust the pages to lead me to the overlap.
It's gotta be one of the prettiest games I've ever played, for sure. So that was, there's like a little step up over here.
This is the witch's hut.
I hear something.
The page described the hut being lit and mentioned a fuse.
So do I need to find the fuse box? I am gonna fall asleep here soon. Not that I'm bored, I'm just exhausted.
I saw something in the woods. Probably just a deer, but I'm gonna check it out.
Okay, I found another page. Following up on a lead. Keep checking in.
Roger.
The fuse box is missing a fuse. I need to find one to turn on the lights. Light is the key. To stay safe. But for something more to be revealed as well. These stashes could contain clues about the cult. Better keep an eye out for more.
Or just ammo and shit. Okay, so I need to find a fuse.
This fuse is busted.
I definitely heard something. So I guess I didn't need to come explore here because I was going to come back anyways.
This one looks good. People should really stop littering, though.
The break room is a place where you can save your progress. Wait, have I not been saving this whole time? I think there's got to be auto saves. Yeah, I think I get that spinning symbol pretty often. Yeah, there's like little croissant things.
Another page. Making progress.
The image of the witch in the sign. Saga addressed the witch. The smudged line on the heart. The second part recited from memory. I brought you the heart, witch. Show me the terror. Saga pushed the heart through the hole in the sign.
I know Nightingale is somewhere around Cauldron Lake.
The tree was a threshold. This place and the dark place. You're in over your head. Next stop, Caldera Street Station.
The threshold. Like a doorway. Leading to Nightingale. It's somehow connected to a tree. Witch's Ladle?
Wait, there's a TV now? Oh, this is where I can watch the commercials. That's cool though, that's like a physical television. Man, the sound effects and stuff in this are very effective. Wait, there's a container in there? There was. So it wants me to go back to the sign. Okay, I think I'm going to have to...
Yup. Already got the answers to these. The page from the witch's hut seems to be describing some kind of ritual. That's not right. To get into the overlap, I need to find Nightingale's heart. Read the line imprinted on it, plus the line on the page to the witch's ladle sign. Then push the heart through the hole in the sign. Nightingale's heart disappeared from the morgue. Where is it now? I need Nightingale's heart to get to the overlap. Where is it?
Cultist leaned close. He was there, but he was risen. Nightingale was there. The opposite of sunspots. Who said that?
That's not it. I don't have what I need to find Nightingale's heart. There must be more. Nightingale's heart. Where is it?
While they played cards in the general store, the witch had stolen his heart. Get out of my house.
Nightingale's heart is at the general store, in a fridge.
That's very odd.
I need to check the general store for the heart. Casey, I'm headed to the general store. I think I know how to get into the overlap.
Roger that. I followed some ATV tracks in the woods and got a bit turned around.
Did you get lost?
I've only been lost once in my life, Anderson. The years I spent with my ex-wife. I'll find my way back, don't you worry about it.
And her name was Mona Sachs. Where is the general store? Is it in this area? Oh, that's where... looks like it's up here. I hear something. Was this here before? It's like, I swear I walked through this area. Am I imagining? Is the world like subtly changing? Like how many times did I walk past this? And there definitely was not a store over there. Am I crazy? Am I losing my mind? Okay. I'm gonna watch the video, like rewatch this because I'm pretty sure that general store was not there. Jesus. Toggle the flashlight to burn through the darkness.
Need to get rid of the darkness surrounding me.
see it.
A cultist. A monster. Like Nightingale. The text on the heart is clearer now. Legible. I feel like I recognize this. The fridge. The heart. I knew it would be here. Like I saw it in a dream. And now I need to give the heart to the witch. Makes total sense. Casey, there are cultists in the area. They're taken, like Nightingale. Watch yourself out there.
Yeah, thanks for the heads up. I'm still finding my way back.
You have the worst sense of direction.
Any city in America I can get through drunk and blindfolded. It's these damn trees.
Okay, okay. I'm en route to Witch's Ladle. I need to perform a ritual to open the overlap. This case just keeps getting weirder. But it is exciting.
You're telling me. I'm gonna be ending this any minute. I just gonna try to find a good breaking point. This area has to be changing. Like, that general store was not there. I'm 99% sure. Wait. I went down the wrong path. So is there only manual saving? Oh, okay, I can dodge. Oh, I totally hit spacebar there to dodge. I died in like my first real combat encounter. That's not good. It's definitely like that first game. I don't think veered into survival horror nearly as much. Like this feels straight up like an earlier Resident Evil game where like you need to pick your shots and like cautious.
On the case board.
Whereas that first Alan Wake game, it felt like I had like unlimited ammo and I was basically just like, you'd constantly be given more supplies. The enemies were relatively easy to deal with. I'm still not quite sure how the See, like, you press the middle mouse button, and it kind of stuns them for a second, and then there's like a red spot. Okay, I hit the space bar. But I'm not very sure how like that stuff regenerates. Like, the original you had like batteries. Oh, I dodged too early. God, it takes so many bullets. And it's not like Resident Evil where they drop any ammo or anything. Oh, Q is how to replenish my... I see it in the bottom there. I didn't notice that. So this will heal me up to like that break point, more or less. Did I have a heal item? I think it did tell me something about that. Quick slot. I don't see. Okay, yeah, the quick items. Well, control lets you bring that up, and then I could do a trauma pad. Equip, quick slot. You can make that like 3. Make you like 1. So 1, 3. And that'll make 3 always be my heal slot. That's good. Now where did that stupid witch's thing go?
The wave crashed on the far side of the mirror. I brought you the Heart Witch. Show me the terror.
Am I gonna have to fight a witch? It almost feels like Event Horizon had this kind of moment.
Are you still on your way? Casey! Casey, do you read me? Fuck. Okay, Saga. Going in solo. Logan? Logan! Where are you? What the fuck was that? Logan's back in Virginia. You're imagining things.
Wait, did I turn around? I don't think I have a map of this area.
Please help me. What was that? Did I get turned around? No, this is right.
That was
this
weird.
place is looping. Like a nightmare.
The raider went into the lake, banished the dark presence taken still lurked in the woods. The dark place receded. The current pulled back those with darkness inside into the lake. Nightingale was there, one of them.
Need to find Nightingale.
The dark prison. Jaeger had taken him. The witch had stolen his heart. They sink beneath the waves. The dark place, running the shadows, muttering themselves. It's dark. I'm lost. What am I? Who am I? I can't remember. It's cold. Premium cabins for rent in Bright Falls. Who said that? Can you hear me? I need help. Please stop this. What did I do? You must dig it out. Their shapes shifted, echoes of the writer's dreams fading in and out. The next story and the story after, the writer was writing again. What was that? Was that the New York? Like, I know Alan Wake's game was like in New York City. I'm so lost right now.
He's here. Nightingale. Who is that? It's like they're coming in over a bad signal.
See, like that looks like a city street or something. It's really cool how it like merges the pictures together. I'm definitely getting some random performance like crashes.
Nightingale's badge. And the clicker was the thing that Alan used to defeat the darkness in like the original game. Whoa, that's some freaky. Reminds me a bit of PT as well. The way it like loops and kind of changes. Oh snap. Ah! I hit space. Okay, so you gotta like break the shadows, and then you're able to see like his weak points, it seems like. No, no, no! No! No!
What is that?
What the hell is that? Need to get away.
I don't have anywhere I can go. Jeez. I don't know if I did that right. That's pretty intense. I'm out of ammo. I don't. Oh, I think he's in the other way. Oh, shit. Get up. Oh god, I shouldn't have done that while I was in the corner. I can't tell if, like, I've broken the shield. Yeah, I think I have. When I'm just, like, out of ammo. Oh god. Oh my god, just run away. There's gotta be more ammo. There's a thing. Ah! I'm like freaked out right now. This is like an intense fight for real. Oh, he's got the thing again. God dang it. I don't have as good of a sense as the original, like when the shield is broken. Like in the original, I think the audio cue was a little bit more obvious. Whereas this one, oh god, I can't even see because my screen is covered. It's difficult to see the path I should be taking. I feel like that might be intentional, though. I think he's right behind me. Dang it. How many times do I gotta shoot them? And I can't tell if it's like changing the layout and like spawning more ammo in. Because like I just keep coming across it. Like I just turn around there and like the ammo was back. Oh god. Or am I doing something wrong? Okay, so that one is still empty. Can't go that way. That one's empty. Alright, here's another path. Okay, there's another thing. If I'm doing this wrong, please leave a comment, because it's not super obvious. Just yet. Oh god, I think I got him. I think I got him.
Who are you?
What is this? Who are you?
Hear me.
I'm Saga Anderson, FBI. I can hear you.
Cauldron Lake.
Yes, I'm at Cauldron Lake. Where are you?
Not to escape. In danger. The dark presence.
Danger. Thanks. Got it. Hey!
Is that Alan?
Are you okay?
No! It's my fault! It got out with my face! Scratch!
Sir, calm down. I'm gonna need you to take a breath.
He's changed the story. The dark presence. We must stop it before...
Easy now. First things first. What's your name?
My name is Alan Wake. I'm a writer. I've been...
Wake? Where did you come from? You've been missing for 13 years.
13.
Okay, this is a good stopping point for sure. I think about 2 hours in. The only thing I miss on the original Alan Wake, they'd have like this end chapter and then music, and then it'd be like previously on Alan Wake, and I thought that was really cool. It made it feel very cinematic, like an episode of a TV show. Yeah, I'm totally digging this right now. I'm just gonna skip over this so I can talk. But yeah, I'm very much impressed with this so far. The
Where did you go?
cinematics, the
All of a
art,
sudden radio stopped
the
working,
look.
and then that flooding just disappeared. Crazy forest.
Is he gonna recognize?
Who I think it is?
Casey, say hello to Alan Wake. Mr. Wake, this is Special Agent Alex Casey. He'll escort you to our car. Casey, I'll meet you there, right after I take a look around. If the flooding's receded, there might be evidence we missed earlier.
Okay. See you there.
I love the way the screen like widens to ultra wide.
Am I still... Is this the dark place? No, it can't be. I got out.
Yeah, the PI from your books has the same name as me. Great. Moving on.
He's very muddy.
It's a bit of a hike to the car, Wake. Get your bearings, then we'll head out.
I need another minute.
Man, this looks so amazing.
Should look around. With
I'm
the
gonna-
flooding gone, could be further clues out there.
Oh, yeah. Did they-
The flooding disappeared very suddenly. I wonder if there's any connection to the overlap. To Nightingale.
The overlap was there. I'm on the shore now. Yeah, I'm gonna end it here. It's been a long enough video and it's about my bedtime, but I'm super impressed with this. Like, just amazing so far. It's very interesting, like, you're playing as a different character, but I think you switch between Alan and saga as you progress. But like, it's definitely a crazy intro. A little slow to start, but like when the combat does happen, it's very exciting, and I wonder if that's kind of what they're going for. I have a feeling as you progress, there's going to be more and more combat, probably more enemies at once. But they're scary. Like, each enemy feels like it could kill you so easily, and I'm on the normal, like just the middle difficulty. So I'm curious what the harder difficulty's like. But I'm going to end it here. I will probably do some follow-up videos. Maybe I'll do a full playthrough. I'm not sure yet, but if you want to see more, let me know. And if I beat the game, I'll probably do a short review like I did for the first game. So thank you for watching, everyone, and just have a good night.